Okay. So, does everyone have their quiz open? Okay. My computer is so slow. I should open it before I open the Hangout, but okay.
Yeah. I started the recording if you didn't hear. And I just opened up the quiz. Are you guys all on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do the first one, or then if you guys want.
I think it's I think Elizabeth will be late. I don't think she'll be able to be on here until about 6:45. So we're probably good to start.
Okay. Well, we'll just give her the cheers.
For number 1, I got B. Sorry.
Yeah, B is what I got.
Yep. Same.
For number 2, I got a C.
C, yep, that's what I got.
Cool.
3, I got A.
Yep, A.
A, yep, same.
4, I feel like I didn't write it down.
I put down just A for this one.
So that makes the most sense.
I put down D on 4.
I put down D also.
Because production would be income, but
is it just minus imports? I mean, at the end, yeah. I guess maybe that makes, it does make sense. I was just thinking that there's that plus that exports imports, and that's all blocked off on its own. And if it's not kind of there to balance each other out, that will leave just income. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It could totally be D. So.
Okay. For 5, I got B.
Yep. Same.
For 6.
6, I got D.
I got D as well.
I got C, but that's because I was using I don't know. I wasn't totally understanding. 4.
Yeah, so you have to do the GDP plus whatever the net factor is. So if you get the net factor, that's 4, plus the GDP is 200. So I'm pretty sure you get 204 for that.
Okay. 7, I got C.
7 is C.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay, for question 8, I got 8 million. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, 8 million. Yeah.
Could you? So, did you just? Or 1 second. So I am a little bit confused on. Can you explain how you got to 8 so I can confirm that's the same way that I did it?
So essentially, they're gonna sell the 7 million to the households, so that's gonna go to GDP, right? But then the 1 million that they don't sell the households, they're gonna essentially buy that 1 million themselves. It's inventory.
Right.
So you just add the 2 to get the 8. So whatever they produce, even if they don't sell it in the market, it's in inventory, which counts as GDP.
Yeah. So yeah, my wife has taken this class, and she was like, it's definitely 8 million, and this adds to this, and I was like, I'm not too sure about that, and she was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's this one. So okay, so that helps a lot. That answers it. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so 9, I got B.
Yep, I got B as well.
Some of those were hard for me too to try and noodle my way through the
Yeah.
Ins and outs of it. 10.
For 10, I got B as well.
Yeah, I got B as well. Yeah.
And then for question 11, I got A.
B. Question 11. Yeah, A. Okay, I was looking at the wrong one.
Question 12, I got D, 120.
D. Yep.
Later years subsequent to the base measures. This one I didn't understand completely. What did everyone?
I guessed C.
That's what I guessed, but I just wasn't sure whether or not it was right.
Yeah, this one confused me a little bit. The GDP deflator for years subsequent to
So
the
I know it's not B, and I know it's not D.
Right.
Okay.
And then I assumed that because I don't think that the real GDP didn't have anything to do with it. So I saw A, and it says a change in real GDP. I mean, that's obviously what's different from the other one. So so I kind of eliminated all of those, thinking that it didn't have anything to do with the real GDP.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes sense. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, sorry. Sometimes I just need someone to walk me through this. So, explain to me nominal GDP.
So nominal GDP doesn't take into account the deflation or inflation or anything like that. So so nominal versus real. Now I was going to have someone explain to me how you get the real GDP. I just understand that nominal is just you don't take out any of the money, or you don't take into account inflation or deflation or whatever you want to call it. So you would take the price and the quantity of something plus the price and the quantity multiplied together plus the price and the quantity of another product, and that's multiplied together. You add that all together, and that's your nominal. And then if you can relate that to, of course, your base year and then the next year in order to get that number. And then the real GDP is a number that's lower than that, but I didn't know exactly how he was lowering it according to the slides when I was looking at it. So if someone could explain that one to me, that's my mystery. So I wasn't able to get, I think it was question 17, because I didn't know how to take into account the inflation rate.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we'll discover it together. So one second, did you do the nominal GDP question that you had? Was that in regards to question 13 or question 14?
Well, I just didn't understand. So, I mean, really, they kind of went together. Like,
so here I have the slides pulled up still.
But
all right, so here we go. So real versus nominal GDP. Inflation can distort economic variables like GDP. So we have two versions of GDP. You have the nominal GDP, which is values output using current prices, not corrected for inflation. And then you have the real GDP, and the values output using the prices of a base year. So it's based off it's based off a base year and is corrected for inflation. So that's the difference between the two.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So you're basing your real GDP off the base year. My question is how does that base year influence it? Because I didn't quite understand.
Yeah. Like, what do you do when you know the base year, basically?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys even have the slides pulled up, but at one point he has the same exact numbers for 2011, 10 times 400 plus 2 times 1,000, and that equals 6,000. And then the following year, his numbers equal 8,250, right? And that has a 37.5%, whatever. Anyways, he almost has the same exact numbers, except he takes away 50 cents on the second year. And I just don't know why he takes away 50 cents on the second year. I don't know how to determine how he takes off that much, I guess. So we might have to go into the textbook if we can't figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. So for 14, I got D.
Yep, D. If you just add them, multiply them and add them together. For 15, I got A.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Nominal GDP of. It also reported 85.
Okay.
So what did you guys get on 16? I wrote C.
I guessed B.
I guessed B too. But the problem is, again, just guessing because I don't super understand the nominal versus real.
Yeah.
It's reported that GDP.
So it makes sense that if the price level fell, the output rose.
Here, how about we move on to the rest of the questions, and at the end, maybe some of us split up and look at the question from before.
Okay.
Maybe, and then some of us can look at this question and just try and figure out whether B or D is correct.
Okay.
But we also might have a problem on question 17 because I don't know the answer to this one.
Oh, okay. From 2010 to 2011.
If you guys don't have an explanation or a good guess for this one, we can do 18, 19, and 20, and then maybe we can split up and just try and find the answers for the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay, so for question 18, I'm pretty sure it's A.
Okay. Yeah, that makes 75 to 76.
And then question 19 is definitely C, the average person in the economy.
Yep.
And then question 20 is definitely C.
Yep.
Okay. So Does anyone who wants to grab and look up and try and figure out question 13, I guess, was the one, right? So can someone look up question, or no, it wasn't question 13. It was
16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16 and 17. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll look up 16 over here, but if someone can, yeah.
Okay.
I'll look up 17 here, and if someone can figure out 16 as well, that would be awesome.
I'm sorry. Ooh, I have the hiccups. So I've got a meeting I gotta run to. I can look up 18 when I get back and just text it, or if you guys want to figure it out, that's fine too. But I'll just have to go back and rewatch this on the discussion board. But so
on 16, I know that the real output rises.
Right.
But I don't know how to do the price level. What's the price level? How do you figure out the price level?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the slides and on the textbook to figure it out here.
So sorry while you guys are busy, but next week is another one of those days that I have a meeting at 6. So it's okay to go at 8, like 8:30 next week.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Does that work for you, David?
Yeah, 8:30 next week should be fine.
Okay.
So it'll be around 5 my time.
Okay. And you don't have another class that you meet with at that time, do you?
No, I just was having I had classes in the morning and I have work later on in the afternoon. That was my problem.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a jumbled up schedule, but I think I pretty much figured it out, I think.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week. And if you guys still have trouble with that one, you can text me and I can see if I can figure it out. But okay. See you guys.
We'll just keep it in the group text. We'll just
around
in there.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. See ya.
All right, we'll see ya.
So the GPD deflator, so this is just off the slides here. It's 100 times nominal GDP divided by the real GDP. And I guess that's what's holding me up, is that I can't figure out how exactly he gets the reduced GDP here.
So I did those calculations really quick. So the real GDP of 2010 is 73.9, and the real GDP of 2009 is 80.
Wait 1 second. Which question are you looking at? I'm sorry.
16.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was looking at the slides. Sorry. So go ahead. Say it again there.
So the real GDP of 2010 is 73.9, and of 2009 it's 80. So in order to get
the real GDP deflator, you have to take the nominal GDP between 2009 and 2010, right? And you have to divide that by the real GDP and multiply that number by 100. And that should indicate the measure of the overall price levels.
So we take
So can you explain how you got that real GDP between 2009 and 2010?
Well, so what I did was it says that the nominal GDP was 115 billion in 2010, right?
Right.
So if you want to figure out what the real was of 2010, that's just the nominal over the real times 100. And we know that it's 85. Because it said that's the next part right there where it says the deflator was 85 in 2010 and 100 in 2009. So I just did that, did that little bit of math, and it comes out to be 79 or 73.9 for 2010. I'm almost to the prices here.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll get that, and then I don't know if I'm doing it right, but so that's a reduction in price of $7.62.5. So that would be real output
Rose and the price level fell.
Well, no, because it's gonna be fell. I was wrong about that because I've got it backwards here. So it goes in 2009, it's 80. In 2010, it's 73. So it falls. So it's real output fell and price level fell. Both. I think it's D.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's my. So, all right. So how I did that, I wish I could share my screen or something where I could actually show you what I'm writing on my paper here. It probably wouldn't make that much sense anyway. Where's my... All right. Can you guys see my handwriting here?
1 second. Let me pull up the... Here.
Okay, so right here, I think it's right there.
Okay.
Let me click on my own so it gets a lot bigger. There we go. Okay. So here's just my chicken scratch of how I'm doing that one. So here's the equation right here, right? This is nominal GDP, real GDP times 100, and we know it's 85. So I just worked that one out.
Right.
And that's going to be the 73 right there. And then I did the same thing for the other year, and that's going to be 80. So then I took the 73 minus 80, divided that by 80 times 100, and then I came out with the negative 7.625. I don't know if that's right. Right, maybe it's not.
So why did you minus those two up top?
So the GDP, it's the, hang on. If I can get share my screen. It's not letting me share it. Why won't it let me share it? So the formula is it's the what is it called? I just lost it too.
It's not the GDP deflator, right?
The deflator number 2 minus the deflator number 1 over the deflator number 1 times 100, and that's going to give you the price of the amount of deflation in the price.
Okay.
Here we go. Now it's going to share my screen.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it right now. Give me a second.
Is that sharing at all?
It's sharing in a very funny way. I can see. It's like I'm looking into eternity. It's very beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like multiple screens going all the way back, but I think I understand what you're saying. Oh, okay. So GDP. Okay, there you go. So GDP.
So that's the one that I was using. The GDP deflator in year 2 minus the GDP deflator in year 1 over the GDP deflator in year 1 times 100.
Okay.
That's the inflation rate in year 2. So would that be? I don't know.
That looks like it. So yeah. So I guess they both.
It's a negative number. So a negative inflation rate, is that going to be the price levels fall, or is that going to be?
Yeah, that's going to be a price. That should be a price level falling.
Okay. So I think that will be real output and the price level both fell.
Both fell. Okay.
But I could be totally wrong. This is all like I'm just shooting in the dark here. So
you're the only one taking shots here, my friend. So no, that was good. That was good stuff. Thanks. So for question 17 then, the other tricky one.
Country's inflation rate.
So they're saying that the base year is 2013 for this one, right?
Yep.
And it says on the sides over here, because I still don't quite understand how this real GDP thing works. But in regards to the base year, values output using the prices of the base year. So do the prices just stay the same for the other years that we're comparing to it? Oh no, 1 second. This country's inflation rate from 2010 to 2011 was. So are we just taking the prices from 2013 and putting them over the prices of waffles and pancakes in 2010 and 2011?
I have no idea. That's a great question.
Yeah, I'm gonna test it out here. So it will be 4 times 80 plus 3. So if I'm using the prices from 2013, I get 620 for 2010 as the first number. So 620, and then that's 400 plus. It's 360. What was that first number I said? Do you know?
620.
620. Okay.
In 2010, yeah.
Okay. So that's plus 400. So 620 divided by the number that I just literally had on my screen. I forgot. Great. 1 second. So it's 4 times 100. That's 400, and then 3 times 120. 760. So it will be 760 divided by the number was 620.
Yep.
I get, after you calculate it, 22.6, which is not one of the answers here. So I'm guessing that it's not D here, and that it's probably not going to be probably not going to be A either. I'm betting it's probably going to be B if it was going to be any of them, but I'm not. I'm going to try it out here for a little bit longer to see if I can't figure it out here.
Okay.
I'm going to go back into the textbook really fast and try and see what I can see.
Hey guys, I have another group meeting that starts in 10 minutes, so I have to go.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, have a good one. Yeah, no, but that's what they do. So if you, man, I wish I could share my screen with you. So, do you have the PowerPoint that he sent us?
I don't have it right here.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you want to download it or not. So, but basically, what he did was, so in the example, he does exactly what I thought that I was doing. Right, was that you use the prices of the base year, and you pretty much copy and paste those prices all across. So for 2011, he has $10 and $2, and then for 2812 he has 11 and 2.5, and then he has 12 and $3. So
Yeah.
he has those all mixed up, right? And then he says that the base year is 2011. So basically, he takes that $10 and $2 that I mentioned up top, and he slashes it and puts it down for the rest of them. So I'm pretty sure that I was doing the right thing. So I just must have calculated it wrong. So for question,
So I divided. It was 760 and 620 is what you came up with, right?
yeah, that's what I came up with.
So I divided 720 or 760 by 620 and came out with 1.22.
Yeah, and that's what I got.
Okay. And that's
So
1.38 but it's 1.38%.
no, but don't you have to multiply that number by
100?
Yeah, by 100, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that it's probably going to be either B or C here.
Huh.
I'm just trying to do the problem that he set up over here on the slide. 6,000 equals times 100. So it's 4 times. I'm gonna try this one more time here before I give up. 4 times 180, or 4 times 80, and then it's plus 300. What if you can you just for just pity and just no reason at all, can you flip those numbers around and do 620 divided by 760?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's nothing. It doesn't work that way, but
That's 81.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Just that's 3 times. Seven six divided by 6. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me get that PowerPoint.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you're gonna basically see the same thing that and like I guess I didn't really have a question about what the real GDP was. I just didn't know how the heck to do this problem because I was just getting this answer before. So
Yeah.
didn't it say somewhere in the textbook that you almost always use the nominal GPD because it's much better? So I don't even know why we're using the real GDP to begin with, to be very honest. So, jeez.
I don't even. Where is that PowerPoint at? I don't even. Is it?
Oh, so if you go to here, I'll let me just see how I found it here. So if you go to on the individual preparation, it says read and then it says study. Under the study, measure or chapter 10, measuring a nation's income.
Yeah.
That's the PowerPoint.
Okay. All right, let me get into that.
Oh no worries, you're good. Hey, sorry, Tyler and Liz, we're kind of dominating the whole conversation here.
Oh, it's totally fine. I'm just as clueless.
All right, I got it. I'm getting into it.
So I'm on slide. Let me see. I'm on slide like 24 and 25.
Okay. It's taking a long time to come up.
Oh no, you're good. Hey. I want to say that it's definitely not T because it doesn't even have a percent on it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of cutting out of here. Yeah, I think it has to be one of these, and then I'm pretty sure it has to be like, I don't know. I can submit mine and tell you guys what I ended up getting.
I feel like it's B because like usually the answer would end up being like 1.38 and then a bunch of numbers, and then you would take the 1 out because
Right.
calculations or whatever, and then you'd probably be left with 0.382 and then a bunch of other numbers.
Okay, I'm finally to that slide. Okay.
Okay.
So,
No. Go ahead. Yeah. So
do you want me? Let me share this too, so we can all see it and offer whatever we got going on. There we go. Okay, so there's slide 24. Right?
Yeah, so you're just computing the nominal GPA. We all know how to do that. So if you go to the second slide.
Okay. Go down one, please. There we go.
There you go. So it says the base here is 2011, and then it takes those prices of $10 and $2, and it puts it all down on the rest of them, and then you calculate based off of that. So if in the previous problem 20
so it's $4 and $3, right? Would be the...
Yep. Precisely.
Okay, so
and literally that's what we've been doing. We've been banging our heads against the wall trying to do that. The same exact thing. So it would be 4 times 80, which is 320, and then plus 300. Just for giggles and laughs, we could I could take the inflation rates from the rest of the 1 second. So it's asking for the inflation rate from 2010 to 2011. So we get the real GDP over here. Let me see. Okay, so the change in real GDP is the amount that GDP would change. So what's the nominal GDP for this? Do you know? By itself?
I don't know.
I'm here. I'm gonna try. So can you just do the real GDP again, or if you have that number pulled up, just remember that, and I'm gonna try and do the nominal here. So that's 420. Can someone remember the number 420, please?
Yeah, 420. I got it.
Wait. All right, so I'm trying to calculate the nominal GPA here, or GDP here. And it's 440 for the top one, like I just said to you guys. And then the second one is also... 1 second, what was the first number I gave you? It was 420? Okay, so it's 420 divided by 440 here. And that is 1.47, so it would be 4.7%. And then what's the real GDP for both of those? The real GDP for both of those that we calculated earlier? It was 22 point something, right? 22 point.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. I was maybe thinking that the inflation was maybe the change in overall. Well, 1 second. If it's 4.7 minus or plus 22 doesn't give us anywhere near 38%. So I'm looking at I'm looking at slide 27. That's what's getting me up in a bunch over here.
All right, let me go to it.
Because I'm wondering if the real if they're not, I mean, if it's the change, the country's inflation rate from 2010 to 2011, it is not what we're looking for. It's not the real GDP, but it's the change overall, because that's what it's kind of saying, I guess. Change in real GDP is the amount that the GDP would change if prices were constant. No, that's sorry. That's I'm reading the same thing. My bad. Yeah, I have no idea.
760.
I mean, unless he wrote in the, I mean, I think our answer is right. So unless he meant to type in some other number for our base year, or if he wanted to us to measure the inflation rate for another set of years by accident or something, I don't know exactly what to do here. But yeah, I'd probably say it to be otherwise.
Yeah, that seems like the only answer that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 16 already. 15. We didn't have a question about any of the other ones, right? No.
I don't think so. I think that was the. I don't know how right the 16 is, but
16.
that was
Yeah, here.
answer.
Well, does someone want to submit it first and help the rest of us do better? No, am I kidding? Here, I'm going to submit mine right here, and I'm going to tell you what happens.
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys tell me what you got for the other ones, just so I can see if for like all of them, basically, because I showed up late to the.
Yeah, we can go through it.
Yeah, here.
Do you want me to type it into the chat?
Yeah, you just type it in.
Yeah, I can do that. So.
You can't look at you can't actually look at the questions, but I got 3 of them wrong anyways. Sorry, I forgot that you can't do that. You can only look at it once the due date's passed.
So you got 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 of them wrong.
Okay. 2 is C. Three A.
Yeah, in my statistics class last semester, we got 2 tries, so it's actually pretty nice.
Six E. 7C. 8 C. 9B. 10B.
Wait, for number 6, how did you guys get D? Because I got C.
I don't know. Number 6. So, it's asking for the gross national product instead of the gross domestic product.
Oh.
So you gotta do some. Like you gotta take away the foreign earnings, and then add the whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the GDP plus the net factor payment. So you would so it would be 9 minus 5, which is 4, and then you add that to the GDP, which is 200 plus 4, so you get 204.
All right.
Pretty confident about that one.
All right, so should I try a different one? Do you think we got that one wrong? Which one was it?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I think the question mark ones that we had are the ones that we had maybe a difficulty with. If it was 3 though, so assuming that it was question 16 and 17 that we got wrong, that means we got something else wrong, as well.
Right.
So.
So I'm gonna change. Let's see. Do I have all of these entered in? How I have them? Yeah. Yep. I'm going to change 13 to A. And then I'll try a different one on 16 and 17, and that might do it. I don't know.
Yeah, it has the potential to do really well or, really bad.
Or really bad, right?
Well, if it's any confidence, for 13 I got A and 16 I got B.
So. For 13 I got A as well, but I think you turned in C, David, because that's kind of what we were talking about.
What was question 13? I don't even have it up right now.
It was the GDP deflator for years subsequent to the base year measures the change in, and then A is nominal GDP from the base year that cannot be attributable to a change in real GDP. And C was nominal GDP from the base year that cannot be attributable to a change in prices.
Yeah, it could be A. Yeah, maybe try A.
Yeah, that's the one. I changed that one to A. I'll try that one, see if that's one. And then, what did you say? Did you have one for 16 or 17 or?
16 I put B, and
okay.
17 I totally guessed and put B. So I wouldn't take my word for it.
So 16 B.
Yeah.
17. We tried B. That was the one you tried, right? That's the one we kind of agreed on. It was going to be B 32. Or no, did we try? Where is it?
I'm sorry. Which one was that?
17. Did you try A or did you try?
I went with 38 point something.
So that's B.
Yeah, that's a B. So we didn't try. It's either going to be A or C. So maybe A. I don't know. It was either A or C at that point, unless
So the question, it looks like between A and C, they look like the same number. Just the question is, where do you put the? Do you do 138% or is it actually 1.38%? Because it's, does that make any sense? It's just a place.
I'd lean toward a 1 point. I think thinking about it, I'd lean toward A before I lean toward C.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna submit this one then. So do you want me to write these down really quickly so we know what they are, or do you guys care that much?
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm gonna submit, see how it goes. I missed 3, so.
So maybe it was either those exact ones, or maybe you got one right and but got another one wrong.
Right, maybe.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well, that's what it is, I guess.
Yeah. It's good. I didn't really want you to do any better than me, anyways.
Keep it even, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna submit mine. Tell you guys what I got.
Okay. Cool.
I got 19 out of 20.
Oh wow! Nice.
I don't know what I did. I swear.
The smartest person always says.
Right.
Keep your
I
secrets.
put
It's okay.
down like all of the same answers except I think 13. Okay, 17 I said B. 13 I said A, and 16 I think I said B.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
that's probably where it was then. Okay. Well,
Okay.
no problem. Good stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
Good work. All right, so I'll post up. I'm gonna post up the link or the link for the video on the discussion, and then just tell everyone that was here. So basically, that's everyone here except for Mackenzie. Like I'll put Mackenzie in, but Mackenzie's not here right now. But I need to include her. Correct?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So Kevin, Tyler, Lizzie, David, and Mackenzie. Great.
All right.
All right, I'll do that. I'll see you guys later on. Good luck on the exam, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
gonna be fun. All right.
Have a good one. See you guys
Take
next
care.
week. Bye.
You too. Bye, guys.